Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
Legends Only.
My name is T. Kyle,
And I'm Bradley.
and this is your weekly pop culture podcast where we talk about.
Legends Only.
Now, it is Monday morning,
Good morning, Rita Ora.
and good morning to whoever won the Grammys last night.
Yeah, I don't think Rita Ora.
Oh. She should, though, for the Bang EP.
She should.
We can have that conversation if you
Often
want.
imitated, never duplicated.
Oh.
Well, kind of, through AI. We'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah. So the Grammys were last night. Congratulations to whoever the winners were.
Yes, we
don't record Sunday night, so
Congratulations, or we're sorry.
yes, I can't believe they cut her off.
I can't believe they did that to them.
Me neither.
And I thought that win was very deserved, and that other win was very undeserved.
She was robbed, honestly.
She was robbed.
But she was serving on the red carpet.
She absolutely was.
But
And
I could not believe what that interviewer said to her.
No,
Me neither.
no. And it's crazy, after all these years that she still hasn't won that Grammy.
But it's really great to see everyone rallying behind that winner.
Yes,
Although,
absolutely. You could tell that the voters were not paying attention in that category.
they were not.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
She'll have her moment one day.
She
you know
will.
what I mean?
And that other one was snubbed.
Yeah.
I think
underappreciated.
We don't even need
honestly.
to name it, to be honest.
No.
Like, we all know who was snubbed that night. So.
Wow. Go off improv.
Yes, and.
It is that.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and.
Yeah. And what?
And.
So anyway, the Grammys were last night. Shout out to everyone in the Discord who was chatting live in the channel.
Yes, we do.
We
the
do.
live
If
chats.
you are a Patreon subscriber, we have a Discord and we have little special events channels where you can chat live with one another. And yeah, but anyway.
Anyway, enough from the future, where we definitely know what was happening in the
I
past.
know. Are all the events on Sundays now?
Well, they kind of always been, yeah, like awards.
Yeah. We will next week, though.
We will.
We will be doing a Rihanna
A
phone call, emergency,
a
urgent call.
briefing.
Yes.
Yes.
So next week we will
Rebriefing.
have that for you all.
Yes. Emergency call.
Yeah. Hello.
You guys are in a crisis?
I can't wait. We'll talk about this later in the after show.
Okay.
But last night I was scrolling on TikTok, as one does at 3 a.m,
Mm-hmm.
and someone posted because a lot of DJs and stuff will pop up on my FYP, and someone did a mashup of We Found Love, and just hearing that dun 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 oh my God, I'm getting chills. When that plays next week, it is going to be euphoric.
a moment.
Unless she doesn't do it.
Right? She's going to do Sell Me Candy. I wish she would do Sell Me Candy.
Well, more on that later.
Yeah.
Know who else is coming?
Who's coming?
Beyonce.
Yeah, we didn't see this one coming at all. A surprise announcement of a tour. Nobody knew this was going to happen.
I feel like the blogs were saying it was starting, but
she literally sold tickets to it before it was announced.
Yeah.
So that also was a little hint. Yes, the Renaissance tour starring Renee is approaching rapidly, more rapidly than I think we thought last week because of
May,
the
right?
foot injury. Yes, but she's coming. Collect your coins. Stand tall on the Ticketmaster waiting queues. Brace yourselves for long lines and heartbreak. They're suggesting that it won't be the massacre it was during the Taylor Swift era's debacle, but we'll have to wait and see on that. I don't know what they could have learned in that amount of time to change things, but it's also like you need to take AP algebra to understand how to pre-register for this at this point. It's like there's tiers, there's 3 groups in certain locations, and then there's all the tiers of the different VIP experiences and the pricing and it's exhausting.
it is. There has to be a better way.
There has to be a better way. I don't actually know what the way is, but I do know that a lot of this is, of course, because they're trying to avoid the scalpers on one hand and have the verified, allegedly, fans. Can you name every song from I Am Sasha Fierce? Getting into the tickets versus.
I can't. Banned from getting tickets.
No,
Self-titled,
that's like the
Different
worst one to
story.
reference as like, do you know everyone? Yeah. Do you know every 4 song? Let's say that. But at the same time, like Ticketmaster has been caught scalping from themselves, or like having that whole debacle with, was it Metallica? I forgot. Like some.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
I still believe my Chromatica ticket saga was a scam. But
yeah, right. Like you tried to resell it and it wasn't showing up in the offerings, only more expensive tickets.
Yep.
Yeah. I suspect some sort of fuckery in our midst. But in
I wonder
case,
if they could connect it to your streaming.
Literally.
Because you know how Spotify will be like, you are a #1 fan, so here's an update.
You listen to I Miss You 45 times at 3 a.m. in 2011.
Yeah.
You can get free tickets.
But then would scalpers start doing that? You know what I mean? Like, would scalpers be like, well, the Eras tour is coming up, so I'm going to stream Taylor Swift for the next 6 months so that I win?
That's a good conundrum, because then it's like, okay, well, you got her streaming numbers up. Taylor would love that. But
that's true.
I don't know. It is a conundrum, I suppose. But it's also probably a lot to do with like the monopoly of Ticketmaster that needs to be broken up. But I don't know how. It's above my
very complex
level. Yes.
There should also be like a Ticketmaster history, you know, like are you known for scamming or not scamming, but like,
are you known for scamming?
Is your account history like, are you attending shows or are you just reselling tickets?
I like the levels of scammery. It's like bright red, like Jen Shah's account.
Yeah. Jen Shah at the Renaissance tour.
I will say, did you get a peek yet of the map for the tickets, the seating chart?
It looks like there's a spot where there's a disco ball.
Right? It's like a giant circle, and it's called Club Renaissance.
Which would look great in an arena.
It would look great in an arena.
Like Britney's circus tour, like in the round.
Some Queen of Pops do 4 Madison Square Gardens in a row.
I know.
And then come back to Barclay. Anyways, I don't love that it's stadium. I probably personally will be attempting a lesser obvious stadium than New York or, well, Jersey. Like I don't really want to make that trek. So I might try Boston. I might try, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really want to do the Jersey thing. So we'll see.
I know they always advertise it as New York too.
Where there's a will, there's a nay. Ask Renee. Where there's a will call.
I'm going to see where I'm at in life and decide later.
That's also valid.
Yeah.
Let's see where we are
I've made this mistake before. Yeah, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, sonically.
Sonically. I'm in my tribal house era. I can't at this time. No, there's the Club Renaissance circle that looks awesome. There's like a beehive VIP towards the stage and or on the stage, which looks really cool.
Hornet's nest in the back.
Yeah, I will always say, I can't say for sure what it's going to look like in person, but I was much more interested in that layout than the Madonna, which is giving me a heart attack because there's like 3 separate runways in the floor, and I don't understand how that's going to work. Whereas the Club Renaissance looks really cool to have in the round, like in the center. And it like you'll be able to be in a mini club, like the VIP circle, and dance with people. That is awesome.
I know, like I want to do that.
Right?
But like, is it worth it?
25,000, I'm sure. I don't know, but I feel like just can't hold. Like you look at Ticketmaster and it's like $14,000, and it's like, this is clownery.
That's a car.
It is a car.
Well, I feel like it's half a car. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's like
a gallon of milk.
That's an egg, from what I've heard. I'm not paying the price of eggs to go to Renaissance tour. But it just doesn't feel like it doesn't feel sustainable, or it does feel sort of like a Hunger Games. Only the richest and or sugar daddiest will survive. It's not great.
No.
I don't remember. I know I'll sound like old man yelling at cloud, but I don't remember this when we were getting Circus Tour, when we were getting Sticky and Sweet, whatever. I don't. It was
No,
expensive.
I remember Circus Tour was under 200 and I was in the pit.
Yeah.
And then when I got the one ticket where I was like super close, it was 2 something.
I remember being like, wow, it's expensive, but it wasn't proportionally as wildly expensive. Like now I have to debate if I'm going to pay $1,000 for the floor, which feels absolutely insane. It's a lot. Anyway, get your coins. And I will also say too that like behind the scenes with the press allotment and everything, that's tightened up a lot too. It's really not. It was easier to get press tickets than it is now too, because I think they want their coins. So they're like less willing to give up a lot of seats, which that's not, I mean, poor
think
media
she needs
people.
the press. I think
she's
a little famous.
She needs some coverage badly. No, I agree. But yeah, just in general though, like tour ticketing, I feel has tightened up with being generous with free tickets, and the ticket prices for anyone who wants to go has been deliriously high. Guess we'll see how this all shakes out.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
I can't wait.
I love the tour poster though, with the hat.
Oh,
the new photo is
that
a fucking slay.
Photo is one of the best photos she's ever taken, and or a pop star. Like, oh, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be giant billboard size. People will steal it, put it in their homes, deservedly. Frame it.
Know what they should do? And like Beyonce, I think she's fine. She doesn't need my
She's
ideas.
listening, yes.
But they could do like a diamond, or not real diamond, but like whatever they use that's fake.
Yeah.
Encrusted, like kind of like a gloss tour poster, like where all the sparkles are. You could do a coating.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it actually like sparkles.
What it might do, or what she might do to make that happen, is the tour book.
Yeah.
That could easily be the cover. Ooh. Like a sparkly cover.
The designer just jumped out.
Yeah. No. I see it. I see the vision.
We're going to get a lot of sparkly hats too. Disco hats.
Disco hats.
Joanne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. I'll see it somehow, some way. If it's not in person, then I guess HBO Max or wherever she's bringing it.
Yeah.
That
is true.
But yeah, stadiums are never our fave.
No. I feel like the last time I was at a stadium was...
For a concert?
God, this is going to be embarrassing. Everyone's going to scream. Bon Jovi.
What?
I know.
Wait.
Yeah. I'm from Jersey.
Wait, it was willingly?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm a Jersey boy at heart, okay? Bon Jovi is like the king of Jersey.
Oh,
he's hot.
God.
And it was during what album? I can see the cover in my brain, but the Have a Nice Day tour. Oh my God, yeah. It was
What
so
year
good.
was that?
2005.
Oh my God.
And it started thundering and lightning, and
Yeah.
the lightning was like striking all in the sky. And he came out and he was like, this in like the rain. It was literally the meme of Arthur's little sister in the rain. And he came out and it was pouring and everyone was just like rocking out. I like to rock out.
Bon Jovi.
My rocker era.
That is...
is like, that's like when Hilary Duff and the girls were all going pop rock. So
They walked so Bon Jovi could run.
They did. Yeah.
Everyone has always said
Girl
that.
can rock.
Girl can rock.
Walked so that Bon Jovi could run.
Wow.
I know. Can you believe it?
I actually can't.
That's probably the only time I've been in a stadium now that I think about it. Or I watched baseball once.
Yeah, I've been to baseball. I like is like a strong word, but I can appreciate and enjoy going to a baseball game. I think football is fucking boring. In person, TV. I can't believe we're talking about sports, but
tennis, sleigh.
I can get behind that. Baseball is fun in person, in my opinion. But yeah, football, I fucking hate. No matter how much I try and understand it, I cannot grasp it. It's boring as hell to me.
Yeah. Feels homophobic.
It inherently does.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bunch of men trying to block other men from scoring.
Yeah.
That's homophobic.
I used to watch hockey too back in the day.
Oh, I did. I used to go to hockey games.
And like the N64 PlayStation
That's fun
game.
too, because there's a real risk of having a puck to the head.
Yeah.
At any moment, you could pass. And I like the danger in that.
Mm-hmm. That was like the ice skating era when I wanted to be Tara Lipinski.
Oh, that's how, I think I told the story on the pod. That's how my mom, one of the earliest reasons my mom knew I was gay is because there was a ice skating man who was shirtless on the ice, and I ripped the binoculars from her and to go look, get a closer look at him.
Wow, that's really tight.
Wow. What's he doing down there?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ice skater to WWF wrestling to Spice Girls to Queens of Pop timeline is really something. That's a journey. It's a movie.
It really is. I don't know what happened, and I'm actually very happy about it. I'm getting a lot of WWF on my TikTok now.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh, it's really reminding me how much
there.
I used to watch. Like, I remembered a lot of these storylines.
Oh, I knew everything.
It's so interesting. And they still come back sometimes for the Royal Rumbles and stuff, and you'll get a Triple H moment or whatever. It's especially the themes, and that will be a bonus episode at some point. But like the Stone Cold Shattered Glass moment, the Sable, obviously, Whip Crack.
The sound. That
China.
album. I was watching the clip the other day of China when she entered the Royal Rumble.
Oh, yes.
Ahead of her time, a fucking trailblazer.
Absolutely. It's very much like the WWF walkout intro to pop star concert intro pipeline.
It's like the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It gets you so fucking hyped.
Their tour costumes and interludes.
And it didn't matter, we do not stand men, but a lot of the men had like really hype ones, like Undertaker and like DMX.
Ooh, yeah.
Like you just got hype. You're like, they're coming.
Wow.
Sports and wrestling. That's what we talk about on this pod. There are people at home just like clutching their pearls right now.
Well, there's also people who like get it. They're like on the same journey.
That is true. We offer variety.
We do. That does need to be a bonus episode at some point.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I could go, oh my God, I have all the figures
Such
still.
a versatile podcast in some ways.
No, it's actually like you guys are gonna think I'm wild. Well, actually, no, you're not. Back in the day, I used to get like the molding clay.
Yeah.
And I would build outfits on the little figurines to like change their hair. And
Yeah.
I would sculpt ponytails and like little like bigger tits.
What are you doing here, Ariana?
Literally, but like I would take the figurines and I would paint them and I would design new outfits for them. And like I remember once I built like these shoulder pads for my China doll.
No.
Oh, it was so fun. And now I'm gay. So but I mean, people do that. People build like dolls and it's art. It's like sculpt, whatever.
Yeah, and then it turns you gay.
Don't give your kids clay. You're gonna make them gay.
Do you know this is a big part of my family lore? Is I love her and she accepted me exactly as I was, but my late grandmother, when I was a baby or growing up into whatever toddlerdom, my mom was gonna get me like a chef kit, like a cooking kit. And she said, don't get him that. You're going to turn him gay.
Well,
she got me the kit. And I know that my mom, the moment I came out, was like, oh, God damn it. she was right about the chef
like,
kit.
I did this.
Yeah.
I caused this.
Oh, God. But any case.
That's not true. You made the choice.
I did make the choice. I prefer this lifestyle.
Bad joke. I'm joking. It's not funny. Sarcasm alert.
You know what lifestyle we didn't choose? It's choosing to be a Spice Girls fan. We were just talking about this on the after show last week, but there were rumors and rumblings that they were going to do something. Mel C or Mel B teased.
Mel B
teased that something was happening, and we think we know what it is now. A new report suggests that the Spice Girls will be reuniting for the King Charles coronation ceremony.
Like, I think she needs to go to jail.
First of all, I don't even know what Cornova Ocean means.
Basically, she's the new queen of pop of
Okay.
England, and this is the formal ceremony.
Got it.
It happens already, but now it's like a formal ceremony. It's going to be all pomp and circumstance and lots of performers and marching and royal silliness.
I've been to Buckingham Palace before, so
Yeah, you've been inside?
no, outside.
Okay.
Where they have the little toy soldiers.
The toy
hats.
soldiers, yes. Did you
Not
take
not toy soldiers, like
men.
respected men. Yeah. The army of me.
Yes, they will be doing that, and allegedly the Spice Girls will be among the attendees to perform. Not surprising. We, of course, have Geraldine Horner Hallowell, who has gone from ginger to conservative mommy in all white.
Conservative Spice.
It's been rough to see Mommy Spice come out in full force, but she probably endorsed this. David Beckham, the Beckhams in general, I think, are like friendly to the royal family, so that's not surprising. And the other gals are along for the ride, I guess. But this makes sense. It makes sense.
It's like they are iconic. It was like when they did the London Olympics.
It's exactly that.
Which, if you have not seen that, oh my God, like top 10 live performances
Yep.
that I've ever seen in my entire life. I wasn't there, but like, you know what I mean?
In spirit.
Yeah.
I agree. I absolutely
the mix,
agree.
oh God, I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking thinking about it.
The cars, the honking.
Like, are they going to do something like that for this, or are they going to come out in ball gowns and sing Amazing Grace?
I'm opting for the latter.
What's the King's like theme song?
God
Speaking
save
of
the
WWF.
His theme song.
Like, is it going to be like, "Row," with the whip crack, and then it's like the new king comes out?
It's Bebe Rexha's Sacrifice.
Is this thing on? Do you remember that theme song?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He walks out. Yeah.
God save the king.
Glass.
He's going to need it
shattered.
with all that bad karma. I'm just saying.
Well, let's talk about it. But yeah, so that's what we've got so far, the intel, the rumors, and it certainly checks out. The second I saw the headline, I was like, oh,
yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it'll inspire something more interesting than that, but I guess it'll be nice to see. And that would probably drag Victoria out. That would make her do it, I think. She'd want to be part of that. So we'll probably get that.
Fingers crossed that the idea that I dropped last week in the after show comes to fruition. The girls that get it.
We're excited to watch them perform. Headlines, kingship never ends. So
I would actually stand that. I am a headline stan.
I know. Well, speaking of royalty, from King Charles to the Queen of Pop, we've got quite the update about Miss Madonna in the Upper East Side in her mansion dancing. This would have killed a Victorian child. To Lady Gaga's Bloody Mary as seen in the fan edit of the Netflix Wednesday dance. Doing the dance only 2 months too late. Pretty on time for her.
Reductive, as she would say.
If you ask me.
In her own words.
First of all, and most importantly, do we think she knows that that's Gaga?
Yes.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on the fence about it. Maybe. Number two, do you think that was like intentionally done because Gaga just commented? Do you think it was like a kiss back, or do you think she just saw the trend? I love that if that's the case.
It's Madonna. Do you think she's stupid?
No, she's certainly not stupid, but I do think she likes to just do whatever TikToks come her way. So I don't know if
whatever's on her FYP.
Yeah.
No. I think she knows, and I think she likes it.
Yeah.
I think Madonna loves Lady Gaga. This is like a side conversation.
I definitely think so.
But I think she really likes her a lot.
And vice versa. I mean, Gaga in 5'2" was like, I just want her to shove me against the wall and like make out with me and call me a dirty bitch or whatever she said. There's like, the feud was like largely media fueled and heightened and whatever. And yes, Born This Way did kind of.
Honestly, Gaga, I'm going to say it because I was a little bit of a hater back then, but like it was kind of ahead of its time. If you think about how everyone now is interpolating melodies and songs.
Yeah, it would have been nice if she said that that's what the song was
but
from.
like I think now it's so much more like a thing to be like, oh, I love this song from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, so I'm gonna interpolate it into something new.
Yeah.
Whereas back then that wasn't, I mean, it was a thing, but it wasn't like a
no, it was
thing.
Seen, it was like always disrespectful. It was always like blah is copying blah. Like remember the that iconic Tumblr that was like Brandy getting copied, like Brandy's the blueprint, and it was always showing like, and they did not lie, but we were obsessed with comparing who sounds like this, who looks like this, then in a way that I don't think we are quite as much now. Outcharted. That's why, I tweeted like, I would love to drop this video just in 2012 Twitter and see what happens. Like it would make them explode.
It would honestly create world peace.
It would. I do think they're doing that now. I love it. If we, if you missed it last or 2 weeks or so ago, Madonna posted that very sincere thank you for the sold out shows already, and Gaga was like, "We love you, M," in the comments. I mean, I'm always going to prefer. I'm not somebody who wants one to win. Like maybe when I was a teen, that was my deal in the wars of the queens of pop. But now I'm like, how boring must you be to like hate one and love the other and so we love that. Love to see it. And I will also say the dance itself, she's looking great. The hair is good. She is definitely showing signs of starting her very notoriously strict workout and tour regimen, and we're beginning to see that.
When is opening night for Madonna? What date?
July 15th in Vancouver.
And Beyonce is May.
I actually think she's July in Toronto or something like that. Because for a split second, I was considering a dual Canada opening night moment, but they're not even close. Like, I had to look on a map. I was like, oh, that's not. It would be like doing New York and LA.
It's like
kind of.
overseas, you know,
Overseas
it's so far.
places like Canada. So
If you get it, you get it.
That would be fun. There are places and times where they're kind of crossing over really close, though. So some people will be able to do that, which is cool. They'll be hitting the catwalks and doing their runway struts on their tours.
Oh, yeah, right through the GA.
Right through the GA and right through the doors, which doesn't happen for everyone. I think it's time for a little segment we like to call
High fashion. So editorial.
Guys, this is awesome.
This is a billboard.
This is super high fashion.
Oh my God, that's so high fashion.
So high fashion.
No wonder why her daughter doesn't talk to her.
Her daughter did not get the memo. Yes, this went viral on social media. Lourdes Lola Leon Ciccone, the heir to the throne, was denied entry into the Marc Jacobs show, serving, mind you, in a vaguely Brittany Denham-esque look. It was inspired. She was at the door, and you can like overhear them saying like, "It started already. Sorry, sweetie," basically. Like,
Yeah.
And she
And you're going home, sweetie.
And you're going home, sweetie. She kind of gives a little bit of a back and forth, but really not much, and turns around and leaves. And there's just a throng of paparazzi and fans and whatever. Like, Lola, like, why can't you get to the show?
It started already. You're late. You're late. Screaming at her.
Screaming at her. And to be honest, like, she was just late. She didn't throw the diva fight. She didn't.
No?
I think she was a bit shook because who has ever denied her before? But I think she was not. There's a scene on Bling Empire where somebody is shaking and crying and screaming because they can't get into the show that somebody had brought up recently, but she handled it just fine. Unfortunately, it was seen in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And a friend to the pod, Evan Katz, added context. He texted me that a Marc Jacobs show always starts exactly on time. And so,
Oh, yeah. I saw the comments on TikTok. Everyone's saying that like he's always known for.
yeah, if you arrive when it starts, you're late.
Yeah.
So that's just, and I appreciate that personally. Like,
Yeah, because then you're disrupting the ambiance
yeah.
of the experience.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Maybe she got the wrong time.
If you're on time, you're late.
Uh.
That is like who told me that? Where did I see that?
And
Where
if
did I
you're
read that?
early, you're on time.
Yeah.
Delta Work said that.
There we go. The
And
prophet
she's
herself.
Absolutely correct.
She has been spilling recently.
More truly.
Her little rant about disposable gifts, like food and
yeah.
like things like that. Woman of my own heart.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you. Give me an experience or
Yeah.
a cheeseburger.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Not just a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or a candle.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like half
Well,
disposable.
that's kind of an experience.
Yeah.
I've loved, she just did an episode with Miss Kasha Davis. Love her as well. They had fun anecdotes.
And her little speech about friendships
Oh,
and
yeah.
how they change in different seasons and different years, but they
Mhm.
always come and go. I thought it was very sweet
It was.
and very inspiring.
I agree. We love that.
This is a potential mother.
This is a potential mother. This
Yeah.
podcast is very Delta. Oh, God. Well, what else do we have in the high fashion department? We also have a cover girl. I thought this was very fierce. Doja Cat for Variety, giving a severe, fierce look and quite the interview inside. It is crazy to me that like Britney is always the one that people go to for the comparisons. But when, of course, she shaved her head and eyebrows I guess probably a year ago by now, she got the Britney comparisons and she spoke out in the interview and she was like, I've always found that incredibly rude and negative and demeaning to belittle her experience, especially knowing what we know now.
She's got a point.
She sure does. She also she wants to do a punk album. She also wants to lean more into rap and hip hop. She's got a lot of things that she'd like to do. And she talked about being a troll online and liking to clap back at the haters. It was an entertaining read.
She has a great sense of humor.
She really does.
You can just tell she is a creative,
Yes.
like an overarching.
She's exactly why I completely understood when she's sitting next to Madonna at a runway fashion show. I'm like, yep, Madonna would love her. she's somebody who wants to do a million things and
Mhm.
has the vision for a lot of things. A weirdo. I love it. And actually, speaking of Britney, we do have a moment in pop culture.
Yeah.
Pam Anderson, I think we might have mentioned this last week.
Which, speaking of Variety,
Yeah.
was just doing a shoot for Variety as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
They've been kind of killing it lately.
They
I mean,
have. Variety kind of
they're
always
pretty iconic. But
kills
like,
it. Yeah, they're like amazing. But Pam Anderson's son stood up for Britney.
And then Britney posted an Instagram
Mhm.
praising
Pam.
and
The sons gave her love in the comments
Mhm.
too, which is really sweet.
like I guess it appears like Britney watched the doc, or
Yeah, I can't tell if she just consumed any of the media because
yeah.
Pam's on the press tour. She's done, the Variety, the doc, the book. So it's been a lot. Yeah, kind of culturally all over the place right now with the memoir and the documentary.
People are saying the memoir or the doc is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a ton in there. She's had a tough life. She's had a lot going since her childhood. But yeah, I love that it's from her own perspective.
I saw a couple clips on TikTok. I was like, she's so funny.
Yes, that's
And she has a really good like outlook on it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of TikTok,
Yeah,
Brittany Furlan,
right.
who some of you may know from Vine,
Yes.
who is now married to Tommy Lee, kind of shaded Pam a little bit on
Right.
TikTok, which I didn't think was very cute. But
No. Who's Brittany Furlan in this world anyway? No.
well, there was one tweet that said like Brittany Furlan and her 2 Vine followers. So
Oh.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think
I'm not
it's
getting
like
involved.
a lot of, I'm not like all of Brittany Furlan's TikToks are like connected to being the wife of Tommy. Like she's always talking about Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Pam Anderson's an icon.
Right.
Whether you watched her movies and videos and kept up with her or not, she's iconic.
Mhm.
Fashion icon. You knew what you were getting. Like just
TV, original
Yeah.
sex symbol, bombshell, all of that. Yeah.
It feels weird to me.
Yeah. It's better to probably remove yourself from the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff in the book and the doc, a lot about, unequal pay and not knowing better to ask for more and things like that. And the Baywatch producers being flops and like trying to get her back into that movie, the reboot in like 2017 or whenever it was, and her like begrudgingly agreeing for like a very quick half second of herself to be seen. They like weren't going to pay her or anything. It's all fuckery in the industry. It really is. Speaking of beauty,
Why don't we have a little bit of TikTok
talk?
There is a makeup artist. We love to talk about MUAs here.
We do. We are
Low
MUAs
MUA.
ourselves.
Well, no, Brittany Furlan's shade was not so good.
Not so good.
But there is a makeup artist named Holly Murray Makeup that did a Doja Cat inspired recreation of the full face covered in diamonds. And it is absolutely spectacular.
It's a look.
She said that it took her 27 hours to do it, which is that's longer than a day. So I just...
Yeah. This is the Schiaparelli all facial diamond look, and the transitions and everything it's just incredible.
Yeah, so she did a bald cap and painted everything down and then hand stoned all of that.
Really crazy.
We'll post it on our TikTok so you can see it.
It's stunning.
We'll post it on our Instagram so you can see it, but it's incredible.
It is. Well, you know who else made an incredible comeback?
We all know why we're gathered here today. I was literally thinking.
I thought of The Avenue as
The
soon as you
Avenue.
said it.
It's literally the soundbite from The Avenue. We all know why we're gathered here today.
I was shook to my core when she said it.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to have a Gigi Gorgeous appearance for a half
Mhm.
second, but no, Michaela is back on the TikTok and she is saying fuck you to the haters by ignoring the drama entirely and just going on with a Valentine's Day look. It's the season of love, bitches.
Yeah.
This was, in my opinion, the best possible way to move forward.
She kind of slayed this.
She kind of did.
I was a little shook.
No teary-eyed apology.
Nope.
No notes app. Just
Nope.
keep on chucking because it was what? Never that serious.
Exactly.
I mean, call out dubious and misrepresentative,
advertising.
false advertising.
Yeah.
for sure. It's not okay. But at the same time, whatever.
Right.
It is a little like, yes, it is also pervasive in all forms of media, and every commercial has embellishments and fake product and fake food service. Like the food isn't real in the food ads and all of that. It's like, yeah, it's all not that we should just succumb to it.
No.
But at the same time, she's certainly not the only one. And she also accidentally did really good promo for the product. And honestly, I thought it looked great before she did the fake lash. So
That's the funny part about it is this mascara drama is all the people who went and bought it to see if it really did that. All of them were like, wait, this is actually
they
really
like
good.
it because before she had allegedly applied the fake lash, it did look good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you see in her new Get Ready With Me, Michaela put on mascara again, but she's covering the casing so you can't see which one it is.
Oh.
But her eyelashes look good. And so people were like, oh my God, wait, what is that mascara? Because it looks really good.
Oh my God.
And I think it's because she's covering not the wrapper, but like
the label.
What are they? Oh, it's called a component.
The
I know
component.
that from all my Mua drama watching.
You sure do.
Yeah. She kind of ate this up.
She sure did. I kind of liked seeing people seethe in the comments and being like, apology?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
It's also like at the end of the day, she really is good at makeup. So,
yeah.
Wow.
It's also not as though she has been wildly awful or anything.
No.
So, I don't know.
Everyone has those days.
Everyone has their days. And certainly when you're all the way up at the top, that's when people are taking their fine-tooth comb and checking all your fake lashes and making sure that you don't slip up once.
Yeah.
I wouldn't advise it. I don't endorse a fake ad if it was a misrepresentation of the product. But at the same time, I also don't think her career should end from it.
No.
So it's like, yeah.
Did you catch her little dig at Miss Jeffree Star?
No, I did not.
So ironically enough, Michaela had a brand trip to Wyoming this
to the
week.
Yak Ranch.
So everyone was like, wait a minute. So she posted this Get Ready With Me for the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I'm on my way to Wyoming. I have to make sure that my man's not there. And I was like, oh. Which is a dig at the
Jeffree
little football NFL. Someone's man is.
The NFL booed thing.
Yeah, there's some kind of NFL man.
This has crossed over into straight culture in a really annoying way.
Yeah.
Like,
sports.
general Maine locals are invested in this fucking obviously fake story that Jeffree is using for clout at the moment, which I feel like isn't even the first time.
No.
Loves to pull a stunt, is probably like a random 6'6" dude that he found with the silencer on the fucking table.
Oh, that was like, why is there a silencer in your bathroom? Like,
is
this GoldenEye 007? Like, what is going on?
God. I can't deal with the NFL boo
No.
ongoing saga. And now he's got NFL wives issuing statements being like, it's not my husband.
Let's talk about the husband.
Let's talk about all the husbands.
Did you say let's talk about the husband? Let's talk about what you don't want out.
But my whole
You're
thing,
disgusting, Kim.
people are asking me, like, from straight people are like, oh, who do you think it is? I'm like, do you really think a DL closeted man would pose for photos where he's like soft launching who he is, like from the back, or, you know, holding a hand? It screams fake fuckery to me.
The forensic little TikTokers of trying to match the what's it called, where like on the back of your head, like there's like a
follicles.
Yeah, but like where they all meet.
Pattern.
There's like a circle.
Swirl.
Yeah. People are trying to match the swirl of the.
Oh God, I just think it's gonna lead. It's like a rabbit hole, and it'll lead to like a gotcha moment where it's like not true at all.
Yeah.
I can't.
TikTok, I can't get enough of it.
Same.
This one really summed it up. I think I posted this on my Instagram story, but it's this girl and she's like panicking, holding her head, like looking exhausted.
Yeah.
And it says, me invested in too many TikTok dramas at one time. Who the fuck is the NFL player? Why the fuck did she pay $200 for a tumbler? Can Michaela please respond already? Can she not just pour water over her scar and wash it off so we can end this controversy? I need answers.
And it was sickening how I knew about every single one of those.
Yep.
And it's upsetting also because we have just as many listeners who like don't follow TikTok at all, and they have no idea what we're ever talking about. But they
No.
appreciate the anecdotes. But yeah, it's some people have absolutely no clue.
No. Sometimes I wish I had no clue.
I wish I was just a dumb boy, and I am. But
I
at the
was
same
gonna say, I
time,
kind of am. But I think it's just like it to me. All the different sub genres of drama.
Mhm.
There's something kind of freeing in it of like no one really cares like what you're doing in your life. It's like there's always something else going on. I don't know.
We've got Tumblr drama. We've got all the variant versions of like makeup drama.
Yeah.
Nobody's got any idea what anybody's talking about anymore.
No.
Got to be in the same bubble. Drag race drama. Like nobody, there's a whole group of people who don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah. They think Drag Race is Cars.
Who's walking that fucking duck walk?
Affleck. Not sponsored. That was false
Not
advertising.
sponsored.
Oh, I'm canceled.
Paid partner.
What do they even? I don't even know what they do.
Affleck.
Yeah.
It's actually I don't know either.
Honestly, that's false advertising. 'Cause, like, I think it's a farm. Like, why are you? Anyway,
I haven't heard about that in a minute. Well,
no.
not sponsored, but somebody is sponsoring your sound.
Oh my God! Speaking of TikTok, Sam Smith used Wendy's Groove.
Your creation.
I was shook. The text started like flowing in. I was like, "What's going on? What happened? What did I do now? Am I canceled again?
Why are you over again?
Yeah.
Well, you created, for those who don't recall, a mashup of Wendy Williams with Virgo's Groove by Beyonce. A very pleasant bop. Like it's a bop.
It is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Virgo's Groove is the best song on Renaissance, in my personal opinion.
Right. And then to add like Wendy's affirmations on top of it, it's just
and it's like
cherry
a
on top.
minute long.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps going, and I posted it 5 months ago, and it flopped.
Yep.
And I was like, "Oh, I thought that was so funny."
I'm over.
Literally though. But then slowly people started to pick it up, and I'm like, okay, she's bubbling under.
Something a little ahead of its time. Only true music lovers.
I mean, Beyonce just dropped that new Cuff It remix. I'm just saying maybe it was inspired. But like then it started to gain traction, and then Sam Smith posted it, and now it has like over 300 more videos, and now she's starting.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. And like, I don't know, it just goes to show with TikTok, you never know when something's gonna, like Chicken Salad, that sound, the video went viral months before the sound went viral.
Right.
Like it was its own separate piece.
Yeah, things can have its own life with the sound.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's why I can't quit TikTok. It's just like so good.
Yeah, especially as Twitter dies.
Yeah.
TikTok is just really taking it.
She's still around. She hasn't been banned yet. But yeah. So in this TikTok, Sam is wearing this feather cape.
Yes. High fashion.
Yeah. Speaking of feathers.
Walk
and
that fucking
drama.
duck walk.
Did you see the Central Park gender reveal bird drama? I feel like here's the thing. I said something 2 weeks ago on this episode, like on this podcast, where I said, I'm not stupid. I'm just really smart about things that don't matter.
Well, you're about to prove that
and
wrong.
I am leaning into it.
Because this is the most important part of the podcast. Hit them with the Central Park gender reveal bird drama.
It's not national news, but
it should be.
Did you see this?
I didn't.
Oh my God.
I was waiting for your explanation.
I am literally in an entire different universe here.
You're in a different FYP.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how does it go?
So someone took a bird. I think it's like a dove or a pigeon. And it's not funny. Let me re-say that. I was laughing. They dyed a pigeon pink.
Okay.
So it was a girl, I guess.
Oh. Well, that's part of the drama, I'm guessing.
Well, so they soaked a pigeon in Kool-Aid or something. I don't know what. And set it free.
Yeah.
And then it was dying because it was like caught. They said,
"Oh, the dyed bird was dying."
So the bird rescue center, said that the fumes of whatever they used are causing respiratory problems on the bird.
Oh, that's terrible.
And they did this whole post about how we need to stop gender reveals and don't do this to animals.
Oh, so basically what had happened was probably that some flop couple
Yeah,
got probably a bunch of birds and dyed them the color and set them free, maybe. Flop. I will, yeah, a lot of gender reveal techniques are really stupid and hazardous, dangerous.
The wildfires in California were a gender reveal.
Just, I've seen some fun, cute, harmless ones at the same time. I'm not going to knock all of them, even though, like, But dyeing a bird is not on the list of approved activities.
No.
Especially because we don't even have 1,000 doves.
Well, all you need is one that's pink.
All you need is one
It's
that's
a girl!
It's like an escaped...
Also, why does pink have to be a girl color? Why can't it be a boy color?
Well, yeah, it's probably an escaped pigeon from Chromatica Ball.
It's made its way over, finally.
Yeah.
Across the Hudson.
It was actually just a twink that was hugging that bird at the concert.
It's part of their costume.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, that also happened.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into the new music, is there any more drama that we would like to discuss this week? I'm trying to think. I don't think so.
It's a healthy amount of drama.
No.
Let's
discuss some new music. But before we get into it, if you would like, we do have a Patreon where you can support us and listen to an after show every single week after the show. Concept there. We have a Discord community and bonus episodes. Patreon.com/legends only. Or you can leave a review below.
We love to see it.
Which, did you see someone left us a 1-star review after we joked about it?
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, you were actually, that's not a good idea. Because people will do it.
I fucked up. All right.
You can't just say that.
I fucked up. Oh, big brother, I fucked up.
Well, if you'd like to counterbalance the 1-star with a 5-star glowing review, we would love it.
I know, I literally joked about it, and then someone left a 1-star and said they're bored.
Well, that is something that you...
Slay!
manifested.
She's tired.
I know.
I don't think I'm boring.
I don't think you're boring.
No. I think on a bad day, I'm at minimum 2.5 stars. Minimum.
You literally asked for a 1-star review, and that's what you got.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
Sure did.
A 1-star
now
review.
We're going to be
and
crawling.
You did it at my birthday dinner.
Crawling back to the algorithm. Praying. Oh, well. It's time to discuss.
Rats!
Still bored? No. Oh. Anyway.
Some new bops and bangers out.
Oh, yeah. For the 3 people who, oh, and by the way, people did DM me and say that like they're one of the 3 people. So I feel seen.
You are seen. You are heard.
The true For all my melodic house girlies and deep house chill legends, there is a new track out by Sultan and Shepherd called Neptune that is like a vibe. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah.
For all our chill house girlies. Well, at the same time, I was a lighter new music Friday because the week before was overload. Absolutely overload.
Yeah.
We do have, I would say that the big release of the week at long last is Ray's 21st Century Blues, finally out. You'll know it and love it best for Escapism, which is popping off on TikTok. My 21st Century Blues, including Hard Out Here, Black Mascara. Let me tell you, that was ahead of its time. Black Mascara.
Oh.
She predicted a complete TikTok apocalypse with that
the No
one.
Falsies remix.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wispies. What are they called? Not sponsored.
Fakies. I don't know. Yeah, it's a really great album, and it is also incredibly specific, fiery, jagged. It is very intense lyricism. You know, obviously she had her whole kerfuffle with her label not allowing her to release an album. And she certainly has things to say about that in this record. In fact, she built up the album cover, which is very cool, a big pile of like equipment and instruments in front of her former label, sat there.
And is it this? It looks like it's the same piece from the album cover. Smart marketing.
And yeah, it's a biting album, I would say. It's very, very personal and charged. She's got a lot to say, a lot on her mind, and also happens to write bops. So pretty excellent showing. The first debut outing, long awaited, from Ray, who we also know and love from countless bops with Jax Jones.
Call on Me, bop. I got a bed, bop.
So many.
Secrets, bop. So essentially, what the story here is that she was releasing singles and her label wasn't letting her put out this
pushing back this album that she wanted to do for herself. You know, it's kind of a classic case of the songwriter wanting to do their own thing, like a Julia Michaels, let's say. And it's like she's writing for other artists constantly, like Mabel, and she's doing her features on the Jax Jones songs. But she wanted her own perspective and her own art, and that was being shelved and pushed back, and the label didn't see the vision. So she kind of reframed the album to really make it about her situation. And she talks about flop men dating and being mistreated by the label and being a bad bitch. And we love it. I really appreciate her songwriting because I think she has a way of writing really specific scenarios and also feelings, but makes really catchy bops out of them. I just think she's truly one of our great songwriters right now. She's somebody who all of our pop faves could go to co-write with. Just like, you know, there was that Julia Michaels wave with Justin Tranter that took over like 15 to 17. And I think that could still happen even more so with Ray. But right now she's on her own groove.
36 million monthly listeners.
Crazy.
Pretty legendary, if you ask me. Also, did you see that she got a shout out from Adele on Instagram for the album?
Yes, she was shaking, crying over that. And it's, I mean, a testament. Adele knows songwriters.
Did you also see Ray's screenshot of what I believe is like a delivery? It's like an Uber Eats, but I think it's called like Deliveroo, not sponsored. Where she like wrote like, oh my God, Adele she was like texting her food delivery worker and saying like, Adele just shouted me out on Instagram. Stream my new album. I thought that was really cute.
It was. Yeah, she's great. Really love Ray. I'm very happy for her. And now I feel like the slate is clean a little bit. Like this was very much like talk that shit and like, you know, wash yourself of this like icky, cathartic. And now, you know, she can begin anew, which is awesome. Shout out to Ray. Some other bops along the way. Jake Shears is coming back. He has a new bop out called Too Much Music.
Oh, is it about last week?
It's about last week, the New Music Friday. Yes. Always loved Jake. Scissor Sisters, iconic.
Let's have a kiki.
Gay pioneers, you know, very out and proud gay. We love Jake. There's also Caroline Polachek's Blood and Butter out now. Now, the title, while not delicious, is misrepresentative. It's a delicious song. So, and she truly is
the flavor.
The daughter of Imogen Heap and like, I don't know, it's Imogen and little Dido.
Ooh. Copyright. I hear the Imogen influence.
Imogen for sure.
Yeah.
So Imogen. And that's been the case for a while. Imogen has many.
Get a good lawyer.
Imogen has many daughters, including Ariana, honestly. Even though Ariana's music doesn't necessarily...
Ariana, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Her music might not usually sound like Imogen. She stand hard.
And you know what that's called?
Having good taste.
Wow.
That's what it is. Oh.
I need to check up on what Imogen's been up to.
Yeah, she does a lot of like piano sessions and impromptu improv sessions like on live and stuff like that. And she does her own like teaching course. Honestly, you should check into it. Imagine.
Yeah.
Like Imogen probably could do stuff with you.
I mean, I remember her explaining a lot of making her own sounds with like the footsteps on the wood and the empty CD cases and like using them to make a shaker. And I think it's cool and like nerdy and like cool.
Yes.
There was a girl who did. I feel like I could play this on this because it wouldn't. I mean, it's not like technically a song that's out, but there was a girl who did a hide and seek vocal arrangement on TikTok, and it's so pretty. And I was like trying to message her and be like, you need to like release this or do something with it.
What you say, that you won't remember. Well, of course you did. What you say, that is all for the best. Of course it is. What you say, that is just what we need. You decided this. What you say, what did you say?
Like, is that not beautiful?
That was really beautiful.
When she like goes down and like brings it back up.
It's melodies and harmony.
What would you say? Half up, half down almost in a way?
Wow. I just think it's magical. One of my friends posted an Instagram story the other day playing the piano, and I'm like, people who can play the piano need to be told that what they're doing is magic.
I play the piano. I mean, I don't do it right now, but I did growing up.
Can we like make a bop?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know you played piano.
Yeah. I can read sheet music and everything.
What?
Yeah. When I was in lockdown, I used to post a video. I feel like you've seen it. I played like Every Time on the keyboard and like other songs. Like
I've also like lost half my
that's
brain
true.
in the past year.
Evanescence.
COVID.
I mean, I definitely think I'm super rusty now, and it would be like a learning process again. But there's the muscle memory is crazy with piano. Like I will be able to just redo from memory like My Immortal Evanescence, like after years of not playing it. So that's cool.
She has a palette. Did you see that? We didn't talk about it.
Oh, we didn't talk about that,
Yeah.
but we need to. The Evanescence Beauty palette. Like oh my God.
Everyone's like, no, shut the fuck up. Stop talking about Muas and finance.
It's actually more than the palette is the idea behind it. And
Yeah.
I guess this is probably, I'm sure it's been done, but like Evanescence has a very iconic cover.
Yeah, the album.
The
The
blue cover.
blues. Mm-hmm.
And the blues of that, they turned into a palette. And I thought that's such
Brilliant.
a smart idea.
It's so iconic.
Every pop star should have a palette with their fucking album cover.
Mm.
I mean, the art pop one that would just be like an absolute chaotic mess.
Slave for You, the music video, that eye makeup is like
yes.
very recognizable. What else?
I mean, there's a million.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just liked that idea of having your CD cover come with like a palette matching the color scheme. Shout out to Miss Amy Lee.
Queen of Pop.
Queen of Pop. Also shout out Ellie Goulding. New bop out from the album.
Oh.
Like a Savior, it's called.
Ooh.
Yeah. The album got pushed back. There was some sort of opportunity that came up, and some people were speculating if she was maybe going to do Eurovision or something, and we still don't know. But then she was in the studio with Calvin Harris, so I believe a reunion with Calvin will come.
Okay. Slay.
Worth it.
Oh, that was so good. Do you remember?
They
Puerto
always.
Rico?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, tits out in the pool.
Tits out.
Ass is getting sucked. Not me. No
Not me either. We have
She's
friends on the
shaking right
trip.
now.
Yeah, she.
You were the one that was shaking, sweetie. I'm kidding.
God.
Oh, it was so funny.
Story time from Puerto Rico one day.
Yeah. So when did it get moved back to? Because it was March,
I think it was
right?
moved back a month or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But excited to hear the full thing. Always love an Ellie moment, especially with Calvin. That'll be about one of his shelved tracks from his Rita Ora album that he pretends doesn't exist, maybe.
Oh, Rita Ora.
Rita Ora. I've given it another week, and I've decided that Rita Ora does not get the bops of the level that she should be delivering.
I agree.
It's like thinking about that very genuinely incredible first opening performance in Australia as the pandemic reopened, and Rita Ora was the first person to perform in a stadium, and it was like Super Bowl level fun and good. She can dance, she can sing. Like, it needs to be bigger for her. We need to get her out of 2017 bops. We need to get it elevated. And potential too, like that video was a nothing burger where she gets like the wedding dress. Did you watch the video?
No.
For this one? She gets like ready for a wedding, and then at the very end, like the wedding's called off because the venue like sets on fire or something. It was terrible.
Someone did a gender reveal and said that.
Yeah. It was really, really, but she can be like a fun, overacting pop star. Like she could be like Jerry, honestly. Like she kind of has that energy of like solo Jerry Hallowell of she could be a lot feistier, and I don't know. So I think she just needs to go even more balls to the wall.
Yeah. More people need to hear the Bang EP.
Yeah, they do. Because as we mentioned at the beginning.
And the Avicii song, Lonely Together, is so good.
Well, there's this, we talked about it in the last episode, though. There was the duo that made the AI version of a Crazy Frog sampling song.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, who would ever sample Crazy Frog? This is incredibly amazing. And all the comments. And then like 3 comments are like, hello.
Yeah.
Rita Ora.
Whoever is running the Grindr account came to Rita Ora's defense.
I do know who that is. It is not me. It is not me, but it is somebody that I know. And
they did give a shout out to Rita Ora on it. And then I feel like now people are like, wait a minute, this is Bang Bang by Rita Ora. Also, someone is trying to, someone said that the vocals on this song, which is called Bling Bling, is like Mabel's vocals.
Oh.
So people are like, how is this AI? That's Mabel. But I don't know if that's confirmed
maybe this
or not.
is a giant stunt. Like
it
maybe
has
it's
to be something.
Yeah.
But Bang Bang only came out 2 years ago.
I know. That would be really rude. Anyway.
Maybe it is just a stunt for...
Yeah, it could be.
Watch, it's like the demo for Bang Bang.
Deceptive AI bops and eyelashes. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some things coming up too. Even though it was like a quieter New Music Friday, we also have some exciting announcements, some live announcements aside from Beyonce and being poor from Bey, Madonna, allegedly a Rihanna, if that's truly happening. Taylor Swift, if you're going to that. People are so mean to me because I'm not going to lie and say I'm going to that. I'm not going to it. And it's not like out of dislike. I'm not going to the Eras tour. It's fine. And so when I post like, it's a stacked year for me because it's Janet, Beyonce, Rihanna, Madonna, that's my world. Like she's not my girl. I'm sorry. It's not a hatred. I'm not going to pretend just so I could, join in on that fun with Swifties. It's whatever. Like,
yeah, no, it's also like, especially with this stacked year, you do have to pick priorities for yourself. Like,
you do.
Have you seen this artist before? Yes or no? Mm-hmm. What do you think the chances are that this artist will do a world tour again?
Have you chased this artist to Canada before?
Yeah, and
will
like,
you do
I'm
that
not
again?
trying to sound like ageist or anything like that, but like legends are legends.
Come first in my book,
and they come first.
Yeah.
And the Eras tour for Taylor Swift, she's gonna have 18 million more eras after this.
Yes,
so it's like a compliment. Like
agree.
Yeah. But like a Madonna celebration tour,
will
she want to keep doing it after?
I don't know, but it feels like she's putting her all into her first ever greatest hits. Like, I want to be there. This is, it's just a fact of life. She's already had the hip surgery. Like, I'm not chancing it. I'm going to see it. And that's what I want to see my legends. And if I have time for the new girls, the newcomer, then I will.
Fast forward to the end of this year, and like the only concerts I've gone to are like John Summit, like Cascade.
Yes.
No.
God.
I am gonna try to go see Beyonce this time.
Well, there is a comeback incoming, actually, that we have to discuss very much near and dear to your heart.
Kings of Pop.
The Kings of Pop.
To me.
For me.
The Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers.
New album called The Album.
Is it called The Album? Oh, they mean business.
Unless they were joking, but I think that's actually...
The concept for the video Circus is basically about, a circus.
That is a little bit, for me, a little bit alarming of a title as a fan.
Yes, it is.
I would be alarmed.
I am alarmed. The alarm bells are off.
Yeah.
And...
Because in my opinion, well, maybe they do have to, but I feel like they kind of don't have to do anything ever again. Like they could sail through life and not really have to do anything at this point. But it feels like the cherry on top of like a pretty solid run, if you call it the album. So that's interesting. Like the final album.
Yeah, I was thinking something similar. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, this is called The Album. The album of what?
Yeah.
The what album? The album of bops? The last album?
We'll have to see. But
Because I thought Happiness Begins was going to be the last one.
Yeah.
Which is why I went by myself to the B stage.
You never know. I thought that, Steps came back a few years ago, and I was like sure that was like a one and done kind of like miracle. And then they came back again, and it was like, oh, okay. You never know with the girls, anybody, they might come back again, but they might not. That's why you got to catch them live. So we've got the Jonas Brothers coming May 5th. We also have an announcement from Flow, the girl group that is actually making impact against all odds. Finally, we have a girl group that is a serious contender for carrying the torch. And they are coming stateside for the first time with a headlining tour. They're already sold out, booked and busy, which is really making me happy because it's not just this niche pop nerd forum thing that people are into. It's like, oh, you're making waves. People are excited. I think they're opening for Ray. No, I forget. There's some combination that's very appealing. But yeah, excited to see Flo. Very excited to see where they're going next with the music. And of course, the queen is coming.
Slay!
When she is not yelling at the audience, she is putting out bops.
And then yelling at them again.
And then yelling at them again. The heart wants what it wants. Selena, eat your heart out. Because BB's coming with a bop that actually sounds like a fucking bop.
Mm-hmm.
She's teasing an acoustic.
Farrah Fawcett, Rexha, incoming telepathy.
Okay, but like in that wicker, what do you call it? Like a wicker chair?
Yeah, like patio furniture.
Yeah.
Oh,
with the like Farrah Fawcett hair. It's so 70s.
Yep.
Obsessed with that. She looks great.
I'm just thinking of Christina Aguilera, telepathy. Maybe it was too ahead of its time for certain people.
It did invent disco.
Like the blue jumpsuit that she had on. I was like, oh, Christina's shaking.
Yeah. She's teasing again. Hopefully we'll get it very soon.
Did she scrap the P Now bop? Like what? It's like
maybe.
Literally like it was like a week of promo and she dropped it.
Maybe they're tweaking it, or maybe they don't want to put it out yet.
Yeah.
She might also, she seems like a real A/B tester of like trying samples online and seeing how much it gets carried away into the,
She posted that one acoustic one that was really pretty.
Yeah. She seems to be like a tester of what is going viral, and then she'll go after the one that works. Like I'm Good Blue and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good strategy. But this one sounds really good in my opinion. So I'm excited. And it does sound like we're finally getting her back to Sacrifice reminiscent bop bops.
She should throw that on the next album and do like what Britney did with Radar.
Absolutely.
Just re-release it.
Please. My God.
Tack it on to the end.
We also have a dispatch from Bebe Rexha's concert at a party. Pop Bang Q tweeted, last night at a party, Bebe Rexha stopped performing mid-song to scold the audience for not listening. He wrote, I was gagged, and the woman next to me asked, why? I explained, I love when pop stars yell at the audience. She laughed. I asked if she's a fan. Her answer, I'm Bebe's mom.
Slay!
This is a potential mother.
This is a potential mother mothering in the crowd as mother performed. I am obsessed with this. I love that Bebe continuously drags her crowds.
Mm-hmm.
There should be more of that.
This song was #1 for 50 fucking weeks. You're gonna sing the fucking words if you know the fucking song.
Well, investigative T. Kyle, FBI agent here, has a video. Yep.
She is absolutely correct.
She is 1,000% correct here.
And she is doing what a lot of artists are too afraid to do, which is at all ruffle feathers of the fans. I notoriously always hate fans. And I love that because, you're not going to come to my show and disrespect me.
Well, there's a certain thing of etiquette, I feel like. Because this happened recently. We had a showcase for one of the artists I work with, and most of 95% of the show was upbeat, fun, full band playing, very loud. So you could kind of have small talk or order a drink, and it's not really noticed by everyone going on. And then she slowed it down, and it was Like you could hear a pin drop,
Mhm.
and there was this girl, and she was just like, "Oh my god, like you know what I mean? Like just like what I'm saying, like so loud." And I was like, "Holy shit!" It was echoing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when that happens, you do need to shut the fuck up.
When Jesus says yes, you need to shut the fuck up.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I agree. And we've talked about this, but like post-pandemic, people don't know how to act in a
No.
crowd in so many ways.
You're also ruining it for the
You
other people who
are.
are like in the moment, especially an acoustic, somber, like a ballad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad out here.
Yeah. Like at the US Open, speaking of sports,
Yeah.
you don't walk up when there's a point playing. You get like literally screamed at by people will yell. People,
Bebe Rexha.
yeah, BB Rexha will scream at you if you're interrupting the point.
Cut to her in like a visor, just like yelling from the side of the tennis. Excuse me?
Set point.
Serve.
Broadway, same thing. It's
Same
like,
thing.
ugh.
So I don't feel bad about this at all. They'll try and they'll try and spin it as like, crazy singer like lashes out at the crowd, but no.
Ungrateful,
Yeah.
so rude, so disrespectful to her fans.
I eat it up. I love it. And I love
This
that
should
BB's
be-
mom was right there.
Me too. This should be a Ticketmaster requirement.
Oh, will
How
you
many-
shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been reported for speaking during an acoustic set during your fave? You should get points off.
You
Although
should.
that's a little Black Mirror. Like, remember that one episode?
Yeah. I just think they should go to jail. But no, I agree with you. The points one is like all
Yeah.
too real. That's
Like,
basically credit
oh my God,
score.
that's kind of like dystopian, but like if you're at a set and there's someone talking during it, like all of you could point your like remote and like lower her Beehive exclusive group member score on Ticketmaster down the charts. You know what I mean though?
That's kind of iconic, but yeah, that would be a total mess. But
Or
I
like
love
if
it.
BB starts singing Sacrifice and as the crowd you have to earn points by singing along.
Yeah.
And if you're standing there like, I don't know what song this is, you lose 15 points on your Ticketmaster account.
Yeah. I get that.
Mhm.
I like that.
Oh, you don't know Bang Bang by Rita Ora? Minus 50.
Jail. And,
Yeah. And prison
pay
time.
$200.
Yeah. 24 hours in prison, 50 points off your Ticketmaster Beehive Group exclusive membership, community service. You're
And-
forced to listen to the Taylor Swift discography for the rest of your life.
And a human sacrifice. Oh,
New episode of Black Mirror right there.
absolutely.
The Ticketmaster episode just wrote up for y'all.
Done and done.
Wow.
Well, we thank you all for joining us on this action-packed episode of Legends
Yeah.
Only. And we didn't even need to yell at you.
No. Hopefully we weren't too boring.
Some of you did behave. Oh, well.
Wow.
If you're a Patreon, a Legends Only fan, you can join us for the after show where we talk about things after
The
show.
show.
And until next time.
Next time is like Rihanna.
Oh, yeah.
That's literally next week.
What's
Ugh.
happening?
Well, we'll talk about that in the after show because
Yeah.
we need to give our like final preparatory whatever discussion.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk about Cascada too because you saw Cascada.
We
last
sure
night.
are.
So yeah, head on over to the after show. If you are listening, you can subscribe at patreon.com/legendsonly. If you are a Patreon sub, you can add your RSS feed to Apple Podcasts or Pocket Casts so you can listen along with your other podcasts as well. If you need help doing that, just send us a little @ on Discord. We'll help set you up. And until next week,
We will.
the Rihanna Sans is coming. Everyone move over.
Fenty Sans.
The Fenty Sans incoming.
Fenty Beauty.
But until then,
We will.
see you
Soon.
Slay!